What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am back again with a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to do it, but the answers to your questions. Some of these questions I will be sort of answering off the fly. I think that's a bit better, I think. Some of these I will sort of slightly tweaking. I'll sort of tell you what I mean when I get there. I'll drop the sort of screenshots of the questions on my Vita. So if you sort of see me look down, it's not me being rude. I'll try my best to sort of keep it there. So I'll make it, as I'm doing like each person's group of questions, I'll sort of put it there. So the first lot of questions, by the way, thank you for people that have commented with questions. I like how you sort of each person put 3 to 5 questions. That sort of helps me a little bit, to be fair, with having more things to sort of answer. So the first lot of questions I will be answering is from Donaldinho Plays. Thanks for getting involved, my dear sir. First question does need to inspiration from my wrestler mate. We're all on the top from the last. When I've done the video, the first question he put is, what wrestler to have never won the Royal Rumble would you like to see have win it, or will win one if still active? It's probably a little bit easier for me to answer who didn't win it. I personally, if it's either 2 people for me, I would have loved when Eddie won the title at No Mercy, his initial setup to have been him winning the Rumble to get that. So it's either Eddie Guerrero or Mr. Perfect. When it comes to active wrestlers, I'm going to make it fair. I'm going to choose it from the women's side. And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think she's won it, but if not, Rhea Ripley. I would love to see her win it because it would add to her credibility of a badass wrestler. Next question from Donaldio Plays is, what's my favourite wrestling match of all time? Now, when I answer this question, this is a little bit where I'm going to be cheating a bit, is when people ask me what's my favourite wrestling match, I always say to them, what you determine as a favourite wrestling match. You talking about hard hitting, or just a very skillful match? So I'll technically answer both. So if I was doing like in your face hard hitting match, it's always will be Undertaker vs Mankind's Hell in a Cell. I think it's like 97. And if I was doing a skillful match, I think from the same year, Halloween Havoc, Eddie Guerrero vs Rey Mysterio, Masked versus Title. That for me is the fact that it won like match of the year that year, and our Cruiserweight division, shows how well them two sort of work together. And last question from Donaldo Plays, he sort of tried the little cheeky one in this. He said, what WWE women's wrestler would you like to wrestle with? WWE women's wrestler I'd like to wrestle with? I'm saying that again. For me, for my taste of women, if we real if I'm doing current wrestlers, women's wrestlers, it will be Rhea Ripley. If I'm doing women's wrestlers, it's Melina. But I'm also, you said WWE, I'm going to mention AEW, to be fair to them. I've always got a thing for Anna Jay. Very cute. Next lot of questions is from Tuber's World. Thank you for asking the 4 questions, good sir. The first one he put up was, what's my favourite dish to cook? I'm very sort of, I'm very similar guy, sort of, I'm very much, I like McDonald's. It's, I know a lot of people must say, oh, like Indian and that, but for me, it's, if you can class it as a dish, barbecue. I do like my barbecue. Favourite dish to order. Again, basic answer, it'll be a bacon cheeseburger and chips. Sort of basic like that. What non-gaming channels do I watch? There's a few. So the people that know me know that I love my whiskey. So there's two whiskey channels I subscribe to. One's called the Whiskey Vault, where they review the whiskies, and they do a sort of secondary channel where it's called the Whiskey Tribe. They do like other bits and pieces to their own distillery. So that's what two. There's a channel Tendo. Him and his partner sort of do like reselling like in antique malls and things like that. They sort of goes like Goodwills and sort of things, and a lot of the things he buys it will do sort of stay in his collection, like Aussie games. He likes Power Rangers, Pokemon, Furby, VHS, or certain VHS in a way. So Nintendo is one of them, and the last one I non-gaming I subscribe to off the top of my head is Big Car Guy, so Gas Monkey. So obviously if you know the TV show Fast and Loud, you know Gas Monkey. So and the last question to ask is, what game do you think I'll never complete? Probably Persona 4 on PS2, only because I put so much time into the Vita version. By the time I got that one, it was sort of it was I put so much. It was like, oh, do I really want to do it, sort of thing. I got it the game, but it was I was like, So yeah, again, thanks Coopers for that. Much appreciated. The next 5 questions will be coming from Roger Retro Gamer. I love Roger, fantastic guy. The first question he put was, would I ever shape a barnet and sort of, have I ever thought about shaping my barnet and donating it to a worthy cause? Yeah. If I was sort of solely sticking to this bit, like hair until the beard, yes, and it'll probably be like cancer sort of. I have people that knew to have cancer, so I'll probably do like cancer 1. So that's his first question out of 5. Apologies for the little pause there. It was I got called or someone. So yeah, I'm back into the carrying Roger's questions. The next question that Roger's asking is, who's my favourite Spice Girl? Probably, as much that I'm not normally a sort of a Ginger fan, it'll be, is it Jerry? What was the thing for her, to be honest? What gaming item are you wanting the most? If we're talking about like things like signage and like things you can't actually play, probably like a Nintendo 64 sign. If I had to get, say, if I had to sort of choose something. If you're talking about, say, a game that I can play that I haven't got or would want, I've always wanted, also I can't have it to space, and that is a sit-down cab version of Daytona. I love, like I said earlier, I do love my cars, and so knows got a lot of nostalgia for Daytona. Next question he put was, what's your collecting goals? Any subsets or full sets? When people say so, I never truly know what people mean by subsets. So if you mean by like a set within a set, like a Japanese set in like PS1 sort of thing, it'll probably be like a massive Japanese library on Vita. Full sets, I've always said I'm not the sort of collector that goes for full sets. Not because I think I'm better than people that do that. It's because that weren't for me. That weren't one of my goals when I started off. For me, it was more of a case. I think I've said to, who did I say it to? I think it might be Essex Director. I said to him, for me personally, is if I can find something interesting in the game, I'll sort of pick it up. But if Roddy helps me with Guns and Roses, so Bill, you got to fucking choose a console full set for, it will be PlayStation Vita. And the last question he's put is, what's the most shocking thing you've ever done in the past? What is the most shocking thing I've ever done in my past? Well, when I was a teenager, I got done for trespassing on our building site and got arrested. But that was at the time when like I was a teenager and was fucking pretty shit. So probably that. And that's the final question from Roger. Thank you, my good sir, for asking your questions. Always appreciated. I'll zoom in now. Next lot of questions is from Essex Retro Gamer. Thank you for putting up your questions, my good sir. The first one is, what celebrity would you like to chat to if you could, dead or alive? I'm going to do both. I'm going to do dead. I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to put 2 for each. The first one is, one of them would have been Eddie Guerrero, but I think I've said his name a few times. It's unfair, so I'm going to sort of spice it up a bit. So I'm a big fan of comedy. So the two people, dead-wise, I'd like to chat to would be Tommy Cooper and George Carlin. And alive, Kevin Smith and Richard Rawlins, who owns Gas Monkey, like I mentioned earlier. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? Canada. Canada. It's cold country, so I like the cold. What's the worst game you've ever played that everyone seems to like? I personally had a bit of... I struggled with this question, if I'm not lying to you, mate, because the only sort of answer I could think of is a sort of a bit of a sort of cheating answer. That's Fortnite. For me, I just can. I don't like Fortnite. So if I had to answer, it'd probably be Fortnite. If she was on death row, what would be my last meal? Starter, main, and dessert. Starter wise, it will be a portion of battered halloumi. I do love my halloumi. Main will be a bacon cheeseburger and chips from Five Guys. And dessert will be, depending on who's making it, either my sister's banoffee pie or my dad's trifle. But it depends who's making it. Who can get there first. The last question he put up was, would you rather be blind or deaf? That's the first part of the question. So for me, it'll be deaf. And the second part will be lose an arm or a leg. So there's Essex Retro Gamers questions. next lot of questions is coming from Sader Blocks. He put up 2 questions. The first one is favourite band or music. Favourite band at the moment is a band called Fozzy. Being a wrestling fan, it's obviously it's all connects because at least it's Chris Jericho, and folk music is rock and heavy metal sort of thing. And the other question he put up was a celebrity crush. For me, my celebrity crush is Kat Dennings. Hopefully I'm practicing saying the last name correctly. Kat Dennings was in quite a few of the Marvel films, and she was also in like Two Broke Girls and I think the 40-Year-Old Virgin, if I remember correctly. The last 3 questions is coming from On a Retro Trip. Thank you for asking a few questions, my good sir. The first one he put up is what's your favourite or some of your favourite TV shows? I've got quite a few, to be honest. Only Fools and Horses, Bottom, Big Bang Theory, Two and a Half Men, Sons of Anarchy, Mayans. I'm gonna miss a fucking few. I really enjoyed the one-off series of Watchmen. Obviously, I'm trying to read books. I'm enjoying that. Like Mrs. Brown's Boys. There's another show. I would grab it, but I don't mean fucking Rose again. It was like a war TV show that was sort of Spielberg done with Tom Hanks. That I really enjoyed. I'm sort of picking what I watch, so it may not sound it, but I believe it I am. But Star Trek. Let's be fair, basically anything Star Trek at the moment. Now this one. Fascinated. I've been watching it. Been getting into it again. So quite a few TV shows I'm into. Next question you put up was, where did you have your greatest holiday? For me, if we're doing say one-off place, it would be it was me, mum, dad, and my brother went to this hotel in Spain. So this was years ago now. This hotel was fantastic. It had like 3 hotels, 7 swimming pools, all inclusive. Me being a chunky guy, love that. But it was fantastic. So if we're doing one-off place, it'll be that. But if we're doing like a regular place, it'll be up until it closed many years ago. We used to have Pontins every New Year's up in Hemsby, a Great Yarmouth area, every year until that place closed. Basically, pretty much from the first New Year's I was alive up until it closed. We went every year. There was about 50 of us that went every New Year's for New Year's. Every year for New Year's, it was fantastic. And the last question is, if you have any full set, back to the full set, of any console, money being no object, what would you choose? I'm interpreting that question as consoles, that's consoles themselves. So in that case, it'll be the N64 consoles, the units themselves. If we're doing games, like I said, Vita. Because, yeah. So that's it, guys. That's all the questions. All questions answered. I'm glad for the people that did ask questions. I hope you liked the answers you got from your questions. Apologies if there weren't the sort of answers you wanted. I would like to know, if people that did ask questions, are you shocked by my answers? Are you not shocked by my answers? And things like that. So again, thank you to people who did ask questions. I think you really did watch the video anyway. The one I put out asking for questions. Even if you didn't ask questions, I'm glad you watched. And I'm glad you're watching this, guys. And I hope to see you guys very soon, people. Ciao for now.